Hey everyone, this is Jordan from Lead Train, and today we are talking network marketing and social media. First off, if you are viewing this and you are not on the Lead Train blog, then I would advise you to follow the link in the description box below, because there's some points on our blog, some tips and some strategies that we're not going to discuss in this video. If you are on the blog, I would continue watching the video because there are some points in here that we will not discuss in the written content of the blog. So if you are like many of the network marketing professionals that we have worked with or that we've consulted, you have a desire to grow your business on social media. So not just to support your team with team pages and groups and resources like that, but also to identify prospects, to turn those prospects into leads, and then to grow those leads and eventually help them to enroll in your business or your opportunity. So what I want to do today is discuss 3 major points that will make that process easier for you, that'll help you to see more success in your network marketing, social media management. So point number 1 is to choose your platform. And that could be platforms too, depending on how invested you want to be in your social media management. So when it comes to choosing your social platforms, there's 2 things to keep in mind. Number 1 is you've got to identify where you are willing to be a part of. And so if you are not willing to be posting videos or creating videos, then YouTube is probably not the platform for you, right? Or if you don't want to be sending out lots of personal communication about what you're doing and how your life is going, then Instagram or Twitter may not be the ones for you. Instagram maybe you just like taking pictures. So what you've got to do is you've got to identify where you fit in and what social platforms you're willing to be a part of and willing to contribute to. The second point with choosing or identifying your platforms is you need to figure out where your target market spends their time. So if most of your target market is on Facebook, that's where I would advise you to take your time. If most of your target market is on, let's say they're on Twitter and you're spending all your time on Facebook, you really have to take the time and evaluate if that's the right investment for your business. Okay? Sometimes it can prove to be valuable. You can build a market in a new place where most of them don't spend. But what I would recommend is spend your time where they are willing to be, or where your target market is. So let's talk about the second point. Set a value bar. So a value bar is it's a requirement. It's how good or how valuable, I guess, for lack of a better word, your posts or your content needs to be. So what you need to do is let's step back. Everything that you do communicates. Okay, so whether you're posting great content or you're posting poor content, it communicates you and it communicates your business. And so even a crummy post that you thought may not have communicated anything, well, it communicates cheap, it communicates hasty, it communicates not well thought through. And if that was the only post that someone saw of yours, they may decide not to trust you with their business, right? So what we've got to do is we've got to set a value bar. Everything I post will have to be at least this valuable, or whatever it may be, right? The value bar that I try to set is, am I adding value? If I was scrolling down my news feed and I got to this post, would this be something that I would be interested in reading more about? The network marketing industry as a whole, it sometimes gets a bad name, especially on social media as well, because it gets spammy sometimes. People are just posting product offer and product offer and product offer. And there's some value there occasionally. But if you're just spamming your followers, they will not turn into leads. I can assure you that. Okay? So what you have to do is you've got to set your own value bar. What does a post have to look like before it can represent your name? And then number 3, and this is interesting. This is an interesting point. I'm not sure if you've heard this before. Lead with you, not your company. So what I see often is I see network marketers who lead with their company. They're all about throwing out their company's name and saying how great their company is. And don't get me wrong, there's absolutely value in that occasionally. But the idea with social media and building social media leads is building intrigue, right? So you are leading with you. You are the story. You don't need to create something, or you don't want them focusing on something that they can find on their own. So say if I throw out my company name all the time and they think, wow, XYZ really has a great product, I'm going to go up and I'm going to Google XYZ. And guess who gets that person's enrollment now? Whoever has the best ad campaign on Google or Bing or wherever they're searching. So what you need to do is you need to build intrigue. Your idea is you want to focus on you and how your life has improved by great products, or how your family has been better ever since you've got this new career, right? And as you build this intrigue, then people are going to want to communicate with you, and they're going to want to ask you, what's going on? What are you using? And as they turn to you as the source, what are you able to do? You're able to educate them and advance them down that path towards enrollment and towards starting a business. So with these 3 points and the several points that we shared in the blog, I hope that your social media and your Facebook use is able to improve. I hope you found it valuable. If you did, please share this with your team, and please feel free to leave us comments at the bottom on this YouTube video as well as on the blog post. So thank you so much. Have a great day and go make things happen.